We've been talking about the vagus nerve and its relationship to high performance, but even before high performance, just general calm and general functioning, sleeping, um, emotional balancing, emotional intelligence. All of that becomes a lot easier when we have what we call a congruence, a communication at its optimal level between the inner parts of our system. We have these really superpowers within us that we can easily access. And sages have showed us how to do it. And now modern science is coming on board and saying, hey, this vagus nerve has a lot to do with our homeostasis, our overall well being, the feedback loop of direct and beneficial communication. So a non-beneficial communication in that feedback loop in the vagus nerve specifically might be a flight, flight, freeze response where there has been a shock to the system, or even just an unprocessed high emotional event, and sometimes multiple events. And you've been hearing the buzzword about trauma. If you've got your pulse to society right now, what we're hearing in the 2020s, 2021, and going into this era, is our awareness of how these traumatic events, life's experiences, big T's, little T's. Big T's might be something where it was one big event that happened, like a disaster or an automobile accident, or some sort of a really big event, and it was shocking and traumatic and emotional and required you to have everything happening all at once for you. And that never calmed down. It still can be triggered. PTSD, even ADD might even have a little bit to do with some of the traumatic events in our lives as well. Just that's just kind of a natural, my personal natural awareness. I don't have any science on that, but science is also telling us that it affects big T traumas and little T traumas. So big T, one-time event, still with us, triggers us, and that might even be war events. War events would definitely be part of that. And then little T might be a history of childhood verbal abuse, bullying, this kind of thing, where it's repetition. It's over and over and over and over, and those are actually really pretty hard to deal with. But we do have the ability to work with our nervous system and retrain those alarms that go off that are running through the vagus nerve. Is one super powerful way to do that. So we can do the activation, recalibration of the vagus nerve to turn off the flight, fight, freeze response that didn't get turned off from those life events that have happened. That's the basic scenario there. And what happens with that is we can have some physical activation to create some chemistry in our neural system to create new pathways and disconnect old pathways. That's what we want to do. So how do we create that chemistry, that feel-good chemistry to distribute the better feelings and recalibrate? One is through the ears. So if you just massage, like take your fingers like this and rub it around your ears. Here's the first thing that you can do. It's a whole massage of the ear. Pull down on the ear and now pull out of the ear. Going out, and then back down and back down. Now we're not real hard, just going to go gently. And then inside the ear, right above the activation of this curve, just right above that, right in the curve of the ear, just stimulate, just go around, not pressing too hard. You could even use a pencil or something. Just you don't want it in the ear canal. We're not poking our ears, okay? We're just going right on the outside and make it a soft edge, okay? And then you can also stimulate inside the ear. And if you don't want to put your finger in your ear, that's fine. But you can just rub right at the base of the ear canal. And then bring your hand around and massage very gently underneath. Just push up. Deep breath in, exhale, push down, deep inhale. Right now, pushing up feels better to me than pulling down. And listen to your body and let that tell you where it's going to go. And now it's all gentle, okay? It's really, really soft. And then come down. And you can do this on both sides. And very gently just stroke down. And come down to just underneath the collarbone. And massage underneath the collarbone. And then right at the thymus, just take a little massage down the thymus. You can also do a gentle tapping of the thymus. And then a massage in between the intercostal areas of the thymus. And all the way down to what's called CV17. So we have a heart connection, a heart protector. We actually has a system that protects the heart in our energy system. It's called the pericardium, that which is around the heart. And one of the access points to that soothing is right in the center of the chest, right underneath the armpit, straight center. And then come up on the thymus. Back to the sides, down to that same point, and back up the center of the thymus, and down the sides, and a nice little pat, and deep breath in, and come back and massage the ears, and massage the ears, and give a little pull. Sometimes you'll feel that it actually has loosened up after you've done a little bit of that preliminary work, and come back down and soothing. So those tiny little massage type techniques really help to soothe that autonomic nervous system, which connects through the vagus nerve into multiple parts of our body systems, our organs, to our heart, all of our respiratory and digestive, along with the cognitive part of the primitive brain, the part that doesn't always communicate openly with the front part of our brain, which is the logical part, because we often think we want something and we'll go for it, but there feels like there's something in the way. That often has to do with the disconnection of feeling safe about moving forward. And that safety feeling is what we need to recalibrate and retrain our system into feeling safe again to move forward in life. And one of the ways we do that is through the recalibration of the vagus nerve. We have to retrain ourselves to feel safe in the world to move forward. Okay, well, there we go. There's a little tip on how to do that.